Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello and welcome. Today we are doing a real-time puzzle with me. So this is when I am going to be chatting. I might be puzzling silently. We can puzzle together, and it's not going to be edited much, so it's all in real time so you can see what I'm doing and we can chat. And it's going to be a longer formed video, so you can use it as a podcast if you want. You can watch it if you want, but I'm excited to be here. It's been a bit since I've done one of these. For me, they are fun to film, but they are a pain in the butt to edit just because the amount of data that is going into my computer is quite extensive. So I try to keep these somewhat on the shorter side. So I try to stick to up to 500 pieces. That's as much as I can handle with the footage and such. Hopefully I can finish this puzzle today. It's definitely a harder one, but my deal with you is I'll be puzzling up until all the batteries run out, and then we're gonna have to call it a day. So the puzzle that I have here, if you're on Patreon, you're able to vote for it, and it is by Pomegranate. So it is by Aaron E. Hunter, and it's called Floral Compass. It is a circular puzzle, definitely a trickier image. We're gonna do this one today. If you're interested in joining my Patreon family, I would love if you went over and supported me there, and I will link everything down below. And then also for questions, we're doing a little Q&A style. I went over to the Facebook group and Instagram, and you guys asked some amazing questions. So we're gonna go through that today, as well as just some other topics that I have here. So some of this video I might be talking, answering these questions, and other parts of the video I might just be puzzling casually or just chilling. We have some puzzle snacks. This time around I have these guys. These are my new favorite go-to. It is the Drizzlicious mini rice cakes, and this is the s'mores flavor. I also really love the birthday cake flavor, and they aren't many calories, so that's really fun. I just have some water, probably in between a battery switch out break. I'll probably switch to some tea. I also wanted to let you guys know I am giving away another puzzle from them. This is a pomegranate circular puzzle, and it is by Catherine Marion, and it's Huia and Chrysanthemum. It is a beautiful puzzle, so I'll link all the information about how to win down below. Not sponsored by anybody, one that I purchased myself, and I just want to gift to one of you guys. So make sure to be a subscriber, make sure to comment the things that you need to comment. I'll probably put the code word at the end of the video and down in the description. So we're just gonna get into this. I am going to turn on the overhead camera so that way you can have both angles, and we're gonna start puzzling this guy. Hope you're doing well. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and thank you for all those who have been around for ages. You guys make my day. I read all of your comments, and I try to comment back as much as possible. I love the Facebook group as well, just because everything is just like positive energy. Everyone's amazing, and I'm just happy to be here. Alrighty, we are getting into the puzzle, which is stunning, by the way. I am so excited to do this one. If you've not done a pomegranate circular puzzle in a while, this is their new design. In general, they just relaunched their whole brand, and the quality is so much better than what I liked in the past. So previously, I had done pomegranate, and it was very hit and miss brand. It had a looser fit, especially in like their older designs. But since they've changed things up, like, I love them. I love their 1000 piece. I did a few of them during Portland. They just have much better quality than they used to, and the coloring is gorgeous. And this style of design, I've done 2 already of the circular ones, and I have another one that I would love to do. So it is just a stunning design, and I'm excited about it. But if you haven't done one of their circular ones yet, they have a hexagon style piece. So instead of like the 2x2 sides, we have a 6-sided piece, and it's really fun, pretty tricky, but I think it's going to be a great image. So we have the puzzle pieces. They also have a poster, which I might actually use because the full size is on the back and it's actually quite small. Oops, sorry. It's actually on the back and it's quite small. So I am going to use the poster and just put it on my box top stand, which I don't know what happened to it. It like got bent somehow and it got beat up. Anyway, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna put this over here so I can see it. And I'll show you what the pieces look like in case you haven't seen them yet. I kind of wish this was a Ziploc bag. You know, I feel like it could have been, but it's not. And I don't have my scissors down here or I would cut it nicely, but we're just gonna go into it beast mode and, okay. So I'm going to show you one of the pieces up close, or a couple of the pieces up close. And it's such beautiful color. So here are the pieces. They are 6 sides, as you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I sometimes, if I need to sort, I'll sort by how many like nubs there are. And that's how I do any type of sorting. But we're gonna see if I can do some of this. I feel like this is a hard image to do on this style of video, but I'm still excited to do it. So let's get some puzzle pieces out. Once I get situated, I'll start with the questions, which there's some really good ones this time around. And if ever you want to be the one to ask them, just follow me on those 2 channels or in Patreon. The Patreon stuff, I do have some like free content where you can participate. Then others is for paid content. All right, I'm so excited for this puzzle. It's beautiful coloring. I just like the color story in general. All right, so move some stuff around. I'm not prepared. Okay. Also, this is my new favorite sweatshirt. It's already getting dirty, which I knew because it was yellow, and yellow is my favorite, well, one of my favorite colors. Yellow and orange are my favorite colors. And so I got this when we went to Leavenworth this past weekend, and I've pretty much worn it every single day. But now I'm like regretting my decision a little bit because it's so easy to make marks on it. Like if it had like makeup on it, whatever, it just shows everything. So this is not a going out style of sweatshirt. It's definitely a stay at home, and it's going to start looking grubby real soon type of sweatshirt. So that's my thoughts. I thought this would be easier because it has like I can use the background color, and I think that's what I'm going to have to do for a lot of this, because there's like a light yellow and then there's a deeper yellow within the flowers. And then I can sort by like purple flowers, there's red flowers, there's pink flowers. Me and flowers don't really go well together, so this one was going to be tricky. But I think it'll be doable. I'm just going to split it, and then I'm going to figure out my game plan. But I think I'm going to have to do it by background color. That's my theory, anyway. So as I'm flipping pieces, I'm going to start with the questions. What's one thing you enjoy in Washington than California, and what's one thing you miss about California? Well, one thing we miss about California is obviously the people. But aside from that, I feel like there was just more stuff to do in California, or at least where we lived. We lived in Temecula, which is wine country, so even on like any given Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, you could just like pick a winery and go there and chill, and there'd be music, or there'd be like some little event happening, or just like sitting and having a tasting. So that was really fun. But also on the weekends, we could easily go to Disneyland or go to the zoo or go to the safari park. And there is a zoo here, but it's very small and it's pretty far away, so we haven't been able to really use it as much as we want to. Also, when we went, we were able to do the whole entire thing in a single day, where at the San Diego Zoo, like that would be hard. That'd be a very long day. So we definitely miss all the stuff there is to do there. Like even when it's like, I don't know, days out of work early, like we could go biking, we can go hiking, we can do things like that. But aside from like activities, there's not too much. So we live in a very small farming town, so even like going out to eat, not too many options. Most things are closed during the week. Like it's not as much stuff to do around here. But the things that we do like around here is, one, we love how green it is. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful state to be in. We grew up in Maine, so we were kind of missing the color green when we were living in California, just because everything's brown. Everything is dying. You know, we were also like in a desert, so even like grass had a hard time. So here it's just beautiful scenery, but also I do feel like the people here are just nicer. And I think it has to do with where we are here. Like we're in a very small town. Everyone's super friendly. You can like go to the grocery store, strike up a conversation with somebody. If you're walking by someone and like hiking, or even just like walking down the street, and you would just like say good morning to somebody, and they're like say it back or like say something, which you think like that might surprise you, but when we lived in California and when we moved from Maine to California, it was very eye-opening of just not necessarily that they aren't friendly, but they thought it weird when you were friendly. And that's what we had noticed when we lived, especially in San Diego. Like, say you're at the grocery store and you're getting gas and you go inside the store and the cashier would be like, hey, how you doing? They're not really wanting a response, or just it doesn't seem like they wanted a response, or they're just not expecting a response. And so when you're like saying, oh my gosh, it's a great day, or you can be like, oh yeah, heading out to Disneyland, or you're just like, oh great, how are you doing? Like, they're so taken aback, like, oh my gosh, why are you having this conversation with me? Or even if you're like going for a walk, like we used to have like this walking trail around near our house, and if you said like good morning to somebody, they'd like look at you with you in six heads, like, why are you talking to me? Are you gonna steal something from me? Like, it's just like a completely different vibe. And maybe that was just like the area that we were living in, but we noticed it at a few different places where we lived, and people just not be as friendly or not as willing to like have a conversation. So that's my thoughts. Is I like the people here. I feel like it's a very friendly area. I do miss, of course, the people that we met in California and all the stuff there is to do there. So there's that question. Now let's see what I want to do for puzzling. I think like the purple flowers are definitely calling to me, and they have a different colored background. But I've always done these type of puzzles like from the inside out, and I feel like it might be harder this time around. So I might actually have to do it by segment. We'll see. I'm gonna do the purple flowers, I think. And they have like this like deeper yellow. I have a feeling this is gonna be a really hard puzzle for me to do. Also, there's like this blue. Maybe the blue is what I should be doing, because that's like an exterior. I'm gonna do that. Never mind. I'm not doing purple. I'm gonna do this blue background stuff. Definitely saving the border for the end though, because it's just straight up pink. All right. Next question is, what's your history with doing puzzles? Which I don't know if I've ever answered this question before, but I definitely have written about it in different blogs and such for brands. But what's my history with doing puzzles? I started puzzling when I was teeny tiny. I think I was around like four. I think it was either like 3 or 4 when I first got my first puzzle. It was we were doing a summer Bible study type of thing, like a day camp, where you would just like go for a few hours each day and like go home. This is when we lived in Massachusetts. I know it was like teeny tiny. Like I must have been like 3 or 4 when I started. And I had won this coloring contest, and I don't know what the picture I was that I colored, but the prize was a puzzle. It was a Lisa Frank puzzle. I loved it. It had, I think it was like the one with pandas. I want to say it had pandas in it. And it was very bright, very colorful. I loved that puzzle. And I probably did that puzzle like 300 times. Like I did it multiple times a day. And then my parents ended up getting me a few puzzles for Christmas that year. And I ended up doing those ones. And part of me, like, I wish I'd saved all those puzzles from when I was younger, because now it would be so fun to look back on. I couldn't tell you what they were, but I know I did them all the time. And so I had those ones, and then like every Monday I would take them all out and do them on the kitchen floor, like from like wall to wall. It would just be like all of my puzzles out on the floor. So I loved puzzles at a very, very young age, and I would do them all the time. And then when we moved to Maine, I of course didn't have electricity, or if you knew here, I grew up without electricity once we moved to Maine. And so puzzling was my form of entertainment. So I did a ton of puzzles then. And we had like this huge porch with like this beautiful table on it. I don't remember if it was beautiful. It was just big. It was a big table. So we would puzzle outside on the porch when we had it. And what's funny is that like that porch was also like kind of funny, because if you were like puzzling and say you like dropped a piece, you would really hope it didn't go through the floor, because then you'd be lost without it. Like, I'm sure if we had gone through underneath that porch once we had taken it up, which I don't know if we ever actually like looked, but when my dad took out the the porch, I think it would have been funny to see like how many other puzzle pieces were underneath it, because you couldn't really access underneath that set of the house. And so it would have been like you would have lost your puzzle piece if it fell from the table. So I did puzzles all throughout my childhood. And then when I graduated high school, I went off to college, and I really didn't puzzle in college at all. Mostly because, I don't know, I just didn't. There's just other activities took form. Like I was in so many different bands and activities that really didn't puzzle at all until me and Dave went to Lake Tahoe. And that was in 2015, I think it was when we went on our Lake Tahoe trip. I'm gonna put these aside for now. And the trip was like very low key. It's one of our favorite vacations ever. And not necessarily because it was like Lake Tahoe. I think that's just dangerous. I'm gonna put these behind me. So when we went to Lake Tahoe, it was a very spontaneous trip. We planned it within like a week, where we knew Dave had a little space in between projects, and we were like, oh, we should do something, like we should do a vacation, because he really shouldn't be taking like his time during when he's working on certain projects. So we knew we had like a week, and I just like randomly booked this trip to Lake Tahoe. And so this is not part of it. And so when we went there, it was like off season, but it was still cold, so it wasn't quite skiing weather, although there was still some snow and some people were skiing on the mountain because we stayed in the Squaw Valley. But it also wasn't really like nice weather. Nothing was open yet for the summer. But we stayed in the Olympic Village Inn, which is actually really cool because it was like the Olympic Village from like 1962 or something like that, which was just a fun experience to stay there. It was like this really beautiful, almost like a Swedish style of inn, and it was gorgeous. And one thing they had there was like a whole cabinet worth of puzzles, and I couldn't even tell you how many I did during that trip. And Dave was very surprised because he didn't even really know that I love to puzzle. And so that's where it like re-sparked, you know? So it was pre-COVID. I just want to let you know that, because it wasn't during the COVID craze that I got back into it. Oh, I got a pace. Can you see me? Yes, you can. And so we ended up going, and I did a ton of puzzles there. And when I came home is when I purchased a couple puzzles. And my collection at the very beginning, very small. I would like buy one, and then I would like trade it or exchange it or like do something. Like I was very seldom like buying new puzzles. I'd have a couple that I owned, and then I'd just like swap them out. So I don't have like the original puzzles that I started up again with. But then COVID happened. Of course, everyone did all their puzzles, and then I started school, and then I ended up getting back into it really hardcore once I started my channel. So that is how I got back into puzzles. I feel like I don't know what I want to do with this puzzle. Which flowers is this? I think it's, if I'm looking at it, it is, I don't know. It's part of the purple flowers. I think it's this, because we have like these little ones here. I think it must be one of these purple flowers. I just don't know which one it is. This one? No. I have no idea. Oh, it's this one. Yay! Okay. All right, I feel like I need to like make some headway in this puzzle. Mm-hmm. This one? No. Next question. What is the largest piece count you have done? What do you want to do? The largest piece count I have done is a 4,000 piece. It was by Pintu, and where is it? Oh, it's right here now. I don't know if you can see it. It used to be hanging up behind or on top of the mantle, but I put a TV there now. So I don't have a space to put it yet. But, oh, is that a piece? Yay! So that's my biggest puzzle, was by Pintu. And I would love to do another one from them because they have this really fun one that's like a bookcase and it looks gorgeous. It looks hard. I think it's 4,800 pieces. And what I like about their puzzles is that they are broken up into smaller segments. So you can do just like one segment and then put it away for a while. And so I really don't have a desire to do like a crazy like 24,000 piece puzzle. Like, no. Like, I don't want to do that. For one, don't have the patience. Two, that's a lot of space. Three, that's a lot of time. And there are so many other puzzles to do. So I really don't have a desire to do one of those jumbo ones unless it was like broken up into like 1,000 piece segments or maybe 2,000 piece, you know, where I could maybe do it over a course of a couple years and just do like one segment at a time and put it away for a while. Because I feel like if I spent hours and hours and hours doing like the same puzzle, I would go crazy. So yeah, I mean, I think it's incredible when people do those big, large piece counts, but that's not for me. So I do want to do that 4,800 piece one because it has like segments, like bagged segments. And I think they're 4,800 pieces. So you have like a couple 1,000 piece segments, a couple 500 piece segments. I think there's like a couple 300 piece. Like the way that they did it, it's like very doable and achievable. So I think that's one that I really want to do. And if you haven't done Pintu before, they are a plastic puzzle brand. So all their puzzle pieces are plastic, which is kind of fun. All right, I am stuck. Like, I'm wondering if I should do it. I'd argue need to sort by piece shape. Because then I could at least like see it. Because right now it's kind of like chaotic. I didn't think I'd be stuck first thing. I don't know. I think I am going to sort by how many little nubs. We have like 0, 1. Because then I can see where the nubs placement is. Like if there's 2 together, I can like search. This is 3, 3. This is a 6er. Usually there aren't too many of those. 2, 3, 1. This is a 5 and a 4. Okay. I'm going to move these over. Although that one doesn't technically go there yet. There's so many threes. I ran out of space like 3 times already. Oh. Sorry, I'll start talking again once I sort these out. Because right now I'm like counting in my head. I thought this one was going to be easier just because there's more to work with. The other ones that I've done has been like just craziness. But I think it's actually harder because you can't really see the center and you can't really like go outwards. So it makes it tricky. Alrighty. So I have them in order of like 0 through 6. I don't know if that's going to help me or not, but at least they're kind of in order. Let's see, next question. Who are you partnering with for pairs and teams at Worlds? So for my partner, we haven't puzzled together yet, but luckily both of us are going to be there a little bit early. And so we can puzzle a little bit beforehand. So he actually lives somewhat close to me, but he's traveling to Spain next weekend. So we didn't have time in between when we like decided to join up and such. So he'll be there. I think he leaves, I forget which date, but he's there like a whole week before the trip. And then I arrive quite a few days before it starts. So I think it's going to be fine. We will see, but he actually does live close. He lives like 35 minutes away from me. And then for teams, I'm actually going to be in Canada. So, and then for teams, I am going to be a part of a Canadian team, which honorary Canadian. That actually one I did meet when I was in Rochester. We hit it off there. And then she actually asked, or she let me know that they had an extra space in their team, but also I'm staying with them for the event at their Airbnb. So that's exciting. I think it'll be fun to be with a bunch of ladies and we have a little chat going. and I hope we qualify. Who knows? So we'll see. But our team name is called Puzzle is Crazy, in case you are wondering. Oh, yay! Look, I got like a whole little segment. I got like 10 pieces together. Oh gosh, this is going to be a hard one. Oh, and I thought the blue kind of connects and it doesn't. So I feel like I'm going to have like all these like little segments. Huh. Right, so this one here, I'm looking for 2 nubs. And they have to be next to each other. And there's like not a ton of blue. Hey, cool. Then there's this one here. It has like a little bit of purple. And there definitely is like 1 nub at least. Yay! Okay, I got a whole little segment done. So now I can work on the next one, which is with this style of flower, this purpley flower. I don't know. Okay. Once I get at least like 2 together, you have like a little bit more to work with. No, that's I don't need that much gray yet. This one? Nope. This is a tricky puzzle, FYI. Next one? Yay! Okay. I get 2 with gray. Yay! Okay. I'm excited when I get like each piece. So this one has, it's just the 1 flower, then there's definitely 2 flowers. But I don't know how it goes. This way? So then there's like a leaf and then more blue. Yay! Okay. It's sad when you're excited about 1 piece. Let me check with these pieces. There's like a little bit of like this red line. Oh, it's the pink. I feel like they go together though somehow. It does. I think. Yeah, it does. Yay! Okay. think that goes there. Yay! Okay. Sorry, I say yay after every single piece. But you can see like the quality of this puzzle is pretty good. You can flip like a whole segment, and actually it survived when I did like a one-handed pickup challenge with the other one. So I've been liking the quality. This one's definitely harder though. I'm gonna stop talking about how it's harder, but it is. I'm just warning you that I might not be able to finish it in this video, because she's hard. This one? Okay, okay. There's a very distinct purple flower here. Those go together. I'm making some headway though, because I already gotta move some pieces down. This one almost has like a green tinge to it. Yay! Yay! It's like the tiniest like notch of green for this one. So at least it's something to work with. I'm also looking for like how many, you can see, like when I'm looking at it, I'm counting like how many nubs. So like this one here, that's at least one and then two ends. So you know that it can't be like a 5 because there's not enough spaces. So at least it'll eliminate some possibilities, you know? Hope that makes sense. Oh, wait, does this go together? It does! So now this one, it definitely is at least, it's either, it's like from a 3 over. So that's how I've been doing these style of images. Alrighty. This is green. What's this one? Yay! Look at that. I feel like I'm making progress. Also, I'm gonna have one of these because they're delicious. So I have a couple options for like segments I'm working on. Oh, that's a good one. Unfortunately, they don't all connect, which I wasn't planning on when I took out the blue pieces, but at least we'll have some things to work with. I'm also very tempted to do the pink next just because there's very little slivers when it's not the border. So I think I might do that. Yay! Here's another piece that goes together. Nope, it's wrong. Ooh, yay, that one goes together. That one's down at the bottom. Oh, there's birds too. Very distinct yellow flower. I think I'm going to do that one next because I think there's only one yellow flower, or there are multiple. That's right. I feel like with these pieces, I'm just looking for like anything that distinguishes them. So for this one, it's yellow flowers. come down a row of 2s. It's funny, I don't normally sort much, but for this style of puzzle, I'm like very adamant of like keeping everything organized, condensing down when I need to, just to make it a little bit easier. It also makes it seem like I made like a ton of progress because I don't have as many rows anymore. So we're already down a couple rows, which this is just the blue segments. We'll see if we, I think then now afterwards I can do a little bit of, I think they'll do that pink, and so hopefully I can connect more. And then maybe I'll go, there's like a peachy color that I can go with. Yay. Oh, is this green? Not quite. What are my channel goals? Ooh. Well, right now I'm really trying to get to 5,000. Like that's my next like micro goal. Of course, I would love to be at like Karen Puzzle status, but that's just, I don't know. I don't know if that's in my future, but it would be really cool, you know? But I think right now I'm just like happy with the community aspect of it. So I would be nervous that once I got bigger, I would lose a little bit of that. But of course, I want to make money at it because that would be amazing. It's a lot of work to do this channel. So right now, I would be happy to the point where I could maybe financially do it on its own, and that would be incredible. So that's my plan, or at least my goal. I don't know how many subscribers that would technically be, but if I could financially support myself with it, I mean, that would be incredible because I still love puzzling, even with being like a job. So that's my current answer, is that I still want it to be like a fun little community, but I would love to grow, obviously, to support me financially. That'd be awesome. Hopefully that answered your question. Let me see, what's this? It's like a deeper blue. Well, that's fun. Ooh, yay. There's this pink flower. Are these the same flowers? Yay! It is so rainy outside. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can see through my window. Also, if you can't see through my window, there's a couple trees that fell in the last storm. And Dave was going to cut it up this weekend, but then he had to work. So, but we did buy a chainsaw so that we could cut it down. I'm just mentioning that in case you can see out the window and you're like, what is happening with the backyard? Also, we have an apple tree. Have you ever had fruit trees before? This is our first attempt at growing them. When we lived in Temecula, we did have fruit trees, but they were already established. But here we were like, you know what, we need some trees in our backyard. So we ended up getting a couple fruit trees. And finally, after months, our pear tree looks like it's going to survive. I have the worst gardening thumb ever. So I kill everything. So I really wasn't expecting it to survive because it was looking real sad for a while. But it finally just grew like 100 new leaves and it looks really happy. And our plum tree just like shot up by like 6 inches. Apple tree looks like a twig, but I heard that it can be a couple years before you see anything. So we'll see if that one is even alive at this point. The birds love it. They all sit on that tree. And it's one that has like multiple styles of apples on it, which is really cool. And it will be cool once it like survives. Hopefully it survives. Because there's 5 different types of apples that grow on it with the different grass, which is kind of cool. But right now it looks like a twig. So if you've ever had apple trees, how long does it stay that way? Because right now I'm not expecting much from that tree, but I don't know, maybe you'll make it. There's these pink flowers and I don't know where they are. Oh, okay. And then there's a bird, so I might be missing some of the pink. Because it's supposed to be a bird here. Okay. These things, by the way, smell delicious. They almost smell like mapley. I don't know why. I'm gonna put these far away so I don't eat them all. Those things are so good. Nope, that's it. All right. Next question. How many puzzles do I have? I don't know. I do have less than 100 on my to-do list after my declutter. Also, I've done a ton of puzzle recently. So my to-do list is actually under 100, but like barely. It's at like 98. And then I would say I probably have the same amount as ones I've done. I feel like it's like a 50-50 right now. So I'd say a couple hundred would be my answer. Not the largest collection that I've seen, and I really don't consider myself like a puzzle collector per se. I really just keep the ones that I could see me possibly doing again. Because I know some of my puzzly friends, they will like seek out puzzles, or they're like wooden puzzle collectors. And the wooden puzzles, it is fun. It's a fun little side. I wouldn't call it a hobby, but it's something that I'm like, it sparked my interest. Unfortunately, wooden puzzle content on my channel does not do well. Like it gets like a third of the reviews that normal content does, which is such a bummer because there are some amazing wooden puzzle brands out there, but it just doesn't have the same viewership as regular content. So I do like trying different wooden puzzle brands. In hand-cut wooden puzzles, as much as I like want to get into that, and I do like going to like the different wooden puzzle events, it's so expensive. So financially, I like just can't support a hobby that's that expensive at this point. So maybe in the future, I'll be really into it. But as of right now, I'll get one if I'm at a puzzle event as like a little treat, but I don't see me becoming like a hand-cut wooden puzzle collector. This one has like little pink flowers, but I don't see many here. Wait, is this one? It is that one. Does this one go together? It does. All right, I'm making some progress. Like little segments. It's definitely slow going though, I'll tell you that much. I'm looking for this one, which is like a very pale blue. Ooh, hey. And this one has like 1, 2, 3 notches, like that. And this one has like 1, 2 outs at least, but they're far apart from each other. I'm definitely making progress. Oh yeah. Oh, and this one has like a lot of ends. Yay! I think this one is done. Getting there. I think this red piece goes near here somehow. I think it's one of these ones. Ooh, that's a good one. Hold on, gotta switch batteries. I think this is the last one for this segment. Ooh, this is a good shot, like a brighter blue. There are 3 together. Or there aren't many. This one? Yeah, Yay, another segment done. I'm gonna zoom in a smidgen. There you go. All right, next question, let's see. What is your least favorite image type? Probably something that's like, ooh, fur. I have a few things that I don't like to puzzle. Fur is definitely one of them, which is funny because I feel like when people find out that I like to puzzle, but they know I also have cats, their first instinct is like to get me a cat puzzle. And unless it's like cats being humans, you know, that type of style, like I'm not a huge puzzle lover when it comes to like doing fur. So that is probably like my least favorite. Also, crazy grass with flowers, like a field, not my favorite thing. But I will never say I won't do a puzzle though, ever, just because my styles have changed drastically since I started. Like I used to never want to do sky, and now doing sky is one of my favorite things. And same with like some busier images, like collage style of puzzles. Sometimes I'm like, no way. But then other days I'm like, ooh, that looks fun. So it really like depends on my mood and time of day, and I guess how bold I am. And yeah, so I think that would be my answer. I'm not a huge fan of fur puzzles, so yeah. But again, it's funny because a lot of people will just get me a cat puzzle, you know, because I have kitties, which I do think they're cute, but they can also be really hard to puzzle. I don't think I have this piece here. It's at least a 2, but it's like a lot of flower, which I don't think I have. So I think this segment is done too. This one is missing a piece, like right here. Yeah. Same with this one over here. It's at least a 2 next to each other. I don't think I have it. Oh wait, I lied, it's here. Cool, so I think this segment is done too. We are making good progress. Nope. There's this very distinct red one. I'll do this one. I would love to know if your guys' puzzle style has changed over the years too, though. I feel like I'm not alone in that. Just because, I mean, 1, you grow up, at 2, sometimes depending on the mood, you would do one puzzle over another. Like I was just thinking of another example is doing gradient puzzles. Like I used to think like, what's the point? You know, because there's nothing to go by. And part of the fun of doing puzzles is like looking at the image and the artwork. And if you're just doing like a gradient puzzle where it's just color, I used to just think like, that seems boring. But now that I've done several, I'm like, this is incredibly relaxing, super fun, totally get the vibe. But I do know some people are like me at the beginning where it's just like, but there's no artwork. I think part of me though is also I just like love bright colors and bright colored puzzles. So having just like pure color can be really, really fun, and I like it. And it's also just like a different vibe when you're puzzling because you can just like enjoy the color, and I feel like the puzzling experience is different. So my thoughts on that have definitely changed over time. I have no idea which, am I still missing this one? Yay! Ooh, and that's like 1, 2, 3. 3 next to each other. Just this guy. And then this one I feel like would be easy to spot if I have it. All right. Do I have anything left over for this? I'm almost to the point where I need to start sorting out other pieces. I don't think I have this yellow. I'm missing that one. Yay! Like, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Is that right? Yeah, there's 11 segments. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, okay. So these are all just like extra pieces that go in. That's helpful. You can try to figure out where they're supposed to go. And some are already done. Hey. This one's a lighter color, so I feel like it should go here somewhere. Which it might. I think I'm just missing pieces. No. Oh, this one? Yeah. Alright, I'm at that point where I need to sort some more. I do think I'm gonna do, I originally said the pink, but now I'm not sure. I just know it won't be a lot of pieces. I don't know where this little sliver goes. Right here? Yeah. And this one goes here. Okay. So let me arrange them in their relative spot. All right, so this one's definitely this corner, followed by this one. Do these go together? They do. Ooh, that makes it my life so much easier. After this one, it's another purpley one, which I think is this. They do go together. Oh my gosh, this just makes my life so much easier. And then after this one, it's this guy, which doesn't quite fit yet, but that's okay. And then on this side, we have this and then this crazy one here, which is together. And after that, there's a bird. And then there's this one. So I don't think I have the pieces to go together because I'm missing the bird. And then we have this one, and then the orange, which I'm missing quite a few pieces of. And then after this one, there's a bird, and then this. Right? Yeah. And then yellow, which does connect. And then this purpley one, which does connect. And then this one, which this, I don't think these ones connect. Does this one connect? No. Oh wait. Yeah! Look at that. It's actually starting to come together. Let me move you up. Like that whole segment's together, this whole segment's together. These two are just kind of chilling. All right, it makes it look like I did way more now that they're like situated. Although, now I'm wondering if that's a good idea because we have the pink border, but I think it's mostly there. Oh, I don't know if I want to do pink now. So I'm thinking a lot of this like green, which is like the ribbon around the border, also has like a smidge of pink. And I'm like, well, would that be border pink or is that the interior pink? So now I'm questioning that. So I think what I'll do is, there's a peachy color, which a lot of it has flowers with it, which might help. It's like this like peach. I think that's what I'm gonna grab next instead of the pink. And I don't think there's much of it. Because even if I can't connect them, I'm pretty sure I can figure out which segment they're at. Oh, some of this yellow also looks peachy, so we'll see. All right, next tray. Catching on each other. Don't know if that's peach or not. There's a couple that look like they could be either. Oh no. This is like a big gray section. I'm gonna just take that out because it might be connecting a couple of these segments. Peach, peach. All right, there's not too many, but I do feel like it'll help bring it together a little bit more. That's what I'm gonna go with right now. Having a little water break. It also has some of them have like a little hint of blue, so it might help them a bit. Should I divide them up again? That was really helpful. There's not as many, so I think I will. 4, 3, 2. Okay. 3, 1. That's a lot of red, which I feel like goes here. It's definitely that one. To move this one. Oh, hey, like that. Oh, the sliver of peach is very small. So these are actually the color underneath. And this one's over here somewhere. Okay, this is another one here. No. I'm not sure. Maybe it goes this way. It has a pink flower. Oh, wait, this one. I feel like this is really far away. Hold on, move this closer. Go here. I was trying to connect these two segments, which I think is this one. Yay! Okay. And this is one of these guys. You. This one goes here somewhere, I just can't figure it out. Again, some of it's like a different shade, so it's actually not the right peach. 4 missing pieces around that area. This one goes together. Oh, wait, does this connect? Yeah! Is there another orange that does this? Oh, it might be this one. It is that one. And then does this connect? Yay! Okay. I think, oh, we're just missing these ones. And then this like crazy one is this guy over here. One, two, three, four. 4 in a row. No. Do you ever try pieces and you're like, why did I think that was a possibility? You know, like I don't think any of these ones are gonna work. Me. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's up 2. Ooh, does this connect? Yay, I have a full circle. I think that's right. This goes here. I am making progress. Alright. Is there a kitty here? I keep hearing plastic. I don't know. I feel like this pink flower, which I think goes here. Yay. And there's this purple one. Do you think it's this guy? Can I just say, I'm not ready for summer to be over. I'm saying that because it's kind of chilly today, and I'm just like, I feel like summer went by so fast. And maybe it's just because it's our first transition into fall. Although no, last year was that. But yeah, last year I think it was kind of exciting because it was like, ooh, our first winter in years. And now I'm like, oh no, fall's almost here. And fall is my favorite season, but I'm not looking forward to winter. So I'm trying to soak in every last bit of summer. And I do think summer went by so fast because there was so much travel and I really didn't get to hang out at home too much, which I'm okay with. You know, I had a lot of fun this summer, but I do feel like it made it go by so quickly. And so I'm trying to like soak in every last little drop of summer right now. But it's so cold and rainy already. And I'm like, I think this is just like a random, I don't know, front that came through and it's like making it colder than it normally is. I'm just like not ready for winter just yet. Which I know we still have fall to go through. I'll be fine. But I think summer just went by too quick. And the summers here are gorgeous, by the way. Like winters are kind of rough because there's a lot of rain, but the summer is so beautiful here. I have no idea where this one goes. Here? No, it feels like it should, but doesn't. Oh, hey. And then there's this one that has like a little yellow bud. And this one definitely goes here somewhere. I just don't think I have the connecting pieces, so we're just gonna move on. So that's exciting. All right, next section. What do I want to do? I think I might grab some distinct flowers at this point. So maybe actually going into, there's like a pink flower right here, which is very distinct, like that goes in this area. Oh, hey, here's the center flower. That's the center flower. All right, so I think I'm gonna grab pink flowers. I don't know what these white ones are. Oh, that's the border. Yay, I actually found the center flower. That's cool. So pink flowers. There's really not too many of them. Okay, so a little bit of blue. Here's a little bit of blue. Okay. That's a distinct little flower. It's a purple one, but I'm grabbing it. Pink. here's a little peach. Oh, here's a little bit of blue. Alright, I think after the pink, I'm gonna go back into and do the original purple that I was planning on doing, but then never did. Alright, let's see, hold on. I got some very distinct ones over here. This little bit of blue. And this one has peach. Cool. And this one also has peach. And then these purple ones are very distinct. Right. Then these pink ones is this segment over here. To put the lighting, there's not a ton of glare on this puzzle, but with this lighting it can make it tricky. So I think that's that one. This is the center flower. I think this one is this segment. Oh, no? You. There we go. And then this is, let's try to get this flower done.
I think. That might be as far as I can get with these pieces. Oh wait, there we go. This is further down. That's right. I'm like hunched over. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing because I'm like, oh well. Alrighty, so I think it goes like that. And then this one is here somewhere. But there's another little one. And then this one with another little one. Alrighty. Next, I think I'll do red flowers. I think. They're red or purple. I think we're gonna grab red first. Then once I'll sort these out, I'll go back to another question. Oh, hey. No. Goes here somewhere though. You're there. Same with this one. Here's another one. More pink. Yay. Yay. Okay, that was good. Where are these orange flowers? I just realized there's orange flowers. There's not a lot of them. Now that I have like some semblance of what's happening in this puzzle, it is a little bit easier than I originally thought. Red, red. I do think the border will be tricky just because it's like a lot of this like green with a little white flower. I think it'll be doable. Hey, here's a little blue one. Red, red. Ooh, there's a lot more red ones. Ooh, lights just flickered. It has been really rainy right today. I think it's as much as I can do with the red. All right. Let's see. Oh, there's this blue one. There's like a, I'm gonna say it's furry, but it does. It kind of has like this like texture to it that looks like it's furry. Maybe it's thorns. That makes more sense. Yay. All right, next question. Let's see. Pancakes or French toast? I think it depends. If I'm going out for breakfast, probably pancakes, just because I feel like they're a little bit more filling. But I think if I was making them at home, I'm gonna go with French toast. I think they're just easier to make, you know. I don't have like the weird one at the very beginning. So that's my answer. It's a fun question. Next up, do you enjoy collecting puzzles or actually puzzling? I like buying puzzles, like looking at all the new images and such. I feel like it's its own separate hobby. It's like just like looking and researching puzzles. But to be honest, I much prefer doing them because I don't like having a hoard of puzzles, but I do like buying the puzzles. I don't know if that answers your question, but I think if I had it, I would just not collect puzzles. I don't want to have like a whole bunch of puzzles in my house, if that makes sense. But I do like buying the puzzles. I don't know if that answers your question, but that's my answer. Let's see. Now that you've done more speed puzzling, are there brands that you prefer to speed puzzle over others? What is a good speed puzzle for you? As far as brands, so I'm just going to go over the events that I have gone to and the brands. I think that's the best way to do it, because I feel like there's been a few that I've enjoyed. So first up, we have, of course, is Ravensburger, which I just feel like is a very consistent brand, and they sponsor a lot of the puzzle events. So speed puzzling, those are good because they're pretty consistent and you can kind of gauge your time and practice. And so I, of course, like Ravensburger puzzles for that. And again, they sponsor a lot of things. So that's why you see so many people do the Ravensburger puzzles, because it's like, well, if I'm gonna be going to this event, I'm gonna get a piece. I want to make sure that I'm consistent in doing the puzzles that they're carrying. And then let's see, I also did one where it was a New York Puzzle Company puzzle, and it was a very hard image, and it was a group thing. And that one was really hard because it had a whimsy style piece, and that was very tricky. Don't recommend it. The image was just kind of not a ton to work with, so it was really hard, and having that style of piece shape was really hard, so not my favorite. Pomegranate, when I was at the Portland Jigsaw event, I have some thoughts. So I did really enjoy the 1,000 piece puzzles, but that's because it's with their newer stuff, and the piece fit and everything is just like something I prefer. When I did my original individuals round, it was the 300 piece, and that is from their older stuff, and it definitely had some fit issues, and a lot of people mentioned that too. So it wasn't my favorite, but their 1,000 piece that we did in the pairs final in the teams, beautiful quality. So I do think if I had their newer stuff in a smaller piece count, I would definitely prefer that. So that one was really great. The Portland Puzzle Company puzzles were rough. Not gonna sugarcoat it. There was a lot of inconsistencies with quality. Some people loved it, some people had extra pieces, some people had fit issues. We had a lot of issues with our border, like everything kind of fit together, and wasn't my favorite brand, to be honest. I do think they are going to take a lot of the feedback that we gave them and improve, because it was just hard. And also I do think it was hard to do a speed puzzle with it because it had a lot of shine. And since a lot of puzzle events are, at least the ones I have gone to, are online and they're doing the live casting, their lighting is wild. And so when you're doing a very shiny puzzle, makes it really tough. And their puzzle was very shiny, and depending on which area of the room you were in, it made it really, really tricky to see. Because I know for us, we were in between two lights, and so we had glare from both of them on our puzzles. But if you were farther away from the lights, you didn't have as many issues. So not my favorite brand to speed puzzle for a few reasons. I feel like red was a bad choice. Where is this one? This one's like an opened flower. Oh, it's this one. Right? Yeah. Then we have like this flower. Actually, I think it's over here. Same with this one. You over here. All right, next question. Oh, what is a good speed puzzle for you? My fastest time currently is with the artist palette from Ravensburger. And something like that is probably my best one because I also did the needlework station, was also one of my really fast times. Fast for me, anyway. So something like that style of image where it's kind of busy, but not so busy that it's just like chaotic method. Like there's still very distinct areas to puzzle. But we'll see how worlds go. You know, I've been trying a whole bunch of different images. I definitely do better at some than others, but you can never really gauge how your nerves are going to take into account, you know? So we'll see how it all goes the day of the competition. Is this here? No, but I think it's this side. It is. I love how, like, give it a little rub. I don't know if it's this one. I think it might be. There's like a weird flower over here that I don't like. It's just like little guys. And then this one is an open flower. You. And then you go here. Yay! I feel like it's, you know, I can kind of see it. This one's just like so weird. I don't like this flower. It's crazy to think that fall is just around the corner. I know I already mentioned that I'm like not ready for summer to be over, but I'm trying to get like excited for fall because I do know it's coming, and by the time I get back from my trip, it's going to be like full swing. So I do think it'll be, so I'm like, what do I want to do this fall? Kind of want to have a game plan because I know it goes by really fast. Like I know, like pumpkin picking, of course. Although when we've gone to the pumpkin places, we don't actually like pick the pumpkin. We usually just go for like the little corn maze, getting some cider, just chilling, hanging out. Is it this one? You. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. This is over here. It has to do with this one. And kind of goes down like that, so it's like here. Yay! I have a feeling this goes upwards and like higher than I was expecting. Oh, it goes here. Okay. And this goes there. This one is somewhere here. Right there. Ooh, look, that just like made it come together. Like that. Ooh, it is that one. This one. And this is a bird. Goes somewhere over here, maybe? Was there a bird? No, it's definitely this bird. Oh, here we go. And then this is a bird too. Hey. Ooh, yeah. And then I have like this weird pink one. I think it's one of these, but I don't think it's the rest of it's there yet. So, although not sure. All right, next purple. Purple flowers. And then I'm gonna do this orange set of flowers too, I think. Oh, hey, you have some orange. Purple. There's some stems that look very distinct. There really isn't too much as far as... Oh, there's this like bright yellow. I'm gonna take that because I think it goes in the purples area. Oh, here's some thorns. Oh, I need the other one. Oh, hey, here's some more of the center flower. My hands are cold. It's very damp today. Alright. I'll do the same method. Once I'm done sorting these out, I'm gonna do another question. There's yellow in here too, but I'm gonna wait. Okay, oh, there's purple. Okay, there's pink. There's more pink. I think this is center flower. I don't think so. I lied. Hey, right there. I think after this section, I'm gonna finish up the yellow, which would be most of the center. I feel like this is actually going a little bit faster. All right, couple different types of purple flowers. This is purple on top of pink. Is that right? Yay, look at that. Ooh, this is a very distinct flower. All right, let's see. Okay. What's that? Oh, it's sunflower. Let's see. I'm curious if speed puzzling takes away some of your joy of casual puzzling. I'm gonna say no. Just because for me, I've been really good about separating the two. And oftentimes when I'm doing speed puzzling, I try to do images that I'm really not vibing with, just so that I'm more familiar with that style of image. So, ooh, does this go together? No, but it's close. And so when I'm casually puzzling, I'm doing something that I want to puzzle, and it makes it really exciting. So I've been trying not to speed puzzle the puzzles that I want to do, if that makes sense. So I really do think I love casual puzzling still. It doesn't bother me at all, because I'm like, ooh, now I can do this puzzle that I've been like saving. And so I still love puzzling just as much. And actually I feel like for me, I actually am excited when I go to do casual puzzling now, because I have been doing so much speed puzzling that I love the fact that I can like sit down with a cup of tea and chill, and it just is so much more enjoyable for me. So as much as I have been dipping my toes into, or diving head first into speed puzzling, to be honest, I still much prefer the casual puzzling side of things. And so when I can casually puzzle, that's when I'm most happy, and I enjoy it a lot more. So speed puzzling really actually gets me excited to do regular speed puzzling. Which I know some people, they're like, what's the point of speed puzzling? Because it's supposed to be for relaxing. I feel like it's very different. Like, I'm excited when I can do things fast and see how fast I can go. But then I also really enjoy just like chilling and doing a puzzle just because I want to relax and enjoy myself. And I'm really good about separating the two. There's this, how many orange flowers are there? They're part of like right here. I just don't know which angle it's supposed to be at. And then there's this one, which goes here. Okay. This one goes there. And there's this orange flower, which is part of the tail feathers. And then this one, which goes there. All right. Oh, here's some thorny bits. Does this connect now? It does. Look at that. We're connected. That's exciting. I think this connects too. Yay. Does this connect all together? No. Oh, yes, it does. When you need a break from life of a puzzler, what is your favorite way to relax? Well, I still have puzzling as a hobby. And as I just mentioned, I am pretty good about segmenting out puzzling for fun versus puzzling for like YouTube. So for that, I try to save some really fun puzzles just for me, and I don't do it for content. Yeah, I'll probably like take a picture of it at the end, but it's really just to like relax, chill, watch a movie while I'm doing it. And I am pretty good about still enjoying it. You know, I don't want it, as much as it is like now a business to have my channel, I still love puzzling and I can still relax when puzzling. And it's just a way of like tuning out content. And so on sometimes when I'm just like wanting to chill and puzzle, I'm just sitting here relaxing, watching a movie and doing a puzzle I really want to do, not with cameras going. Like that's how I can segment it. Also keeping some of my favorite puzzles offline. So you guys never see me do like some of my favorite puzzles because I still want them to be special to me. But if I was to relax outside of the puzzling world, I love hanging out on our hammock. That is a new thing that happened this summer and I love it. It wasn't crazy expensive and I've used it a ton this summer just for like a few minutes in the afternoon when it's nice out, like just chilling on the hammock. That's amazing. We also love biking. We've been doing a lot of bike rides recently and that's been really fun. And so that's probably another answer. We also just like going for a drive and going out to eat and those type of things. So, I mean, it's not a very stressful life. So yeah, that's my answer for those. I feel like this one goes here. Oh, it goes there. I think I'm almost to the point where I can just do the yellow. I think this goes there. This one has a smidge of this bright yellow. It has very distinct leaves. This one. Ooh, you. And this goes somewhere like here. Alrighty. I think now I'm gonna take out the rest of the yellow pieces. And that'd be like almost the whole center. Woo! That's cool. Sorry, I'm really excited. And then I'll probably join the two. And then doing the border might be tricky. I'll leave the birds, I think, for now. Oh, it's so much easier to grab this one. Yellow, yellow. I feel like I'm like extra hyper right now. It's like my coffee is like working overtime. It like really kicked in. So a new addition to the puzzle room that we did last night is put my walking pad down here. I'm excited about it. It was hanging out in our office, but I didn't use it much because oftentimes if I'm on my computer, I'm down here. And we ended up putting the walking pad down here last night so that way I can like walk and watch TV or walk and like maybe do a little bit of computer work. I'm not skilled yet at like walking and doing a puzzle, so maybe that's something that will happen in the future just so that I can like have more movement in my day. And we actually started Weight Watchers, both me and Dave. He's actually doing it with me, which is awesome. And I have lost 15 pounds so far, which is awesome. And so we are all about like trying to add some points so we can have like fun things to eat. And so I thought having a walking pad down here, that way I can add like a little bit of more movement in my day, is going to be awesome. So I started doing it last night. I'll have to keep you posted. Also, keep me accountable. Ask me how it's going so that way I can continue doing it. But I think that'll be a good addition. It's now just hanging out here when I'm not using it, and I can just like pop it down when I'm ready to maybe... I would love to get to the point where I can puzzle and do it, but I'm not that skilled yet, so we'll see how that goes. Let's go here. Yes. The stems have very distinct colors, so that's helping me a little bit. There we go. I think I only have a few more questions left, so let me knock those out. Also, where is this one? This one has like even a little bit of purple. This only 2. Should I? Yeah, I think I will divide them up again just because it will be so much easier to see them. So 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. This is a bird. You. Well, I'm going to divide them up, and then I don't, and then I struggle. No, that's not right. You. 3, 4. This has a very distinct little pink. There's a very loud bird outside. Oh, this is a very distinct. This one. No, where is that one? It's like only 2, and there are 2 right next to each other. That bird really needs to calm down. One, 2, 3. It's probably yelling at us because the bird feeder is low. question. Do you do any other hobbies other than puzzling? Yes, I told Dave my hobby is collecting other hobbies. So one thing I love is I've been getting back into music. I went to school for music education, so I still love doing that. So I've been working on my piano skills and my saxophone. I also have been, I do like to read. Haven't done it in a while. Like, I feel like that's something I want to get back into. I've been doing some watercolor painting recently. That's been fun. I started that when Dave was in Washington before he moved here and I was home. And so that was one of the hobbies that I picked up during that. And so I've been getting back into that too. I like to do like crafty things. So I like a lot of different hobbies outside of puzzling. I don't do it as frequent as I do puzzling, but I still like doing it every now and again. Oh wait, is this one here? Yeah. I'm like so pumped right now. I don't know what it is, but my energy level, I'm like, I don't know, I guess I'm just happy. And this one here. Next question. Do you enjoy collecting anything? Not really. I of course have my puzzles, but I still don't consider it like a collection. Like some of the ones that I will keep over and over and do over and over, those I will count as part of my collection. Outside of puzzles, not really. I guess magnets. Whenever we go on a trip, we buy a magnet for our souvenir. I think that's about it as far as my collections of stuff. I don't really keep a lot of stuff just because we have moved so many times, and I feel like whenever we move, we downsize even more. And so we of course like have stuff for the house, but as far as like big collections, not a thing for us. And we could move with it, but we always have the possibility of like, if we had to move overseas, which is a possibility with his job, maybe someday, maybe not, but we would have to get rid of pretty much 90% of our stuff. So we've always just kept a very minimal house. So we don't really collect anything. Ooh, it's almost to that point. That bird really needs to simmer down. I definitely don't have this piece. Where is it? Did I drop it? I don't know. Woo! Look at that. So we have two pieces. Oh, it's under here. I found it. Okay, so we have this one. There's a distinct green. We have some birds. And then we have the border in green. So I'm gonna take out bird pieces. Bird, 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 bird's the bird. And hopefully I can find the other green piece. I think I might separate border out. I don't need it just yet. And I'll probably add the other green pieces to this board. I have the other big pieces of pink. I'm gonna put those over here. It's border. Okay. So we have pink border over here. We have a little bit of pink. We have the birds. Bird, bird, bird. Ooh, here's the leaf. Found it. Pink, pink, pink. bird, bird, pink. Ooh, my belly is gurgling. Other pink. Oh, no, what I should have done, I should have put the green ones in there instead of taking the pink ones out. All right, now I'm gonna put all the green in here, and I'll probably divide by a piece again, but we'll see. Oop, border. I honestly didn't expect to finish this puzzle in this video, so now that I might be able to, I'm excited. All right, green can go. We're gonna do the birds for, oh wait, hold on. Let me get organized. Let me put the pink on here, because that'll be last. And then I'll put the green pieces on top. I'll do that pink in the border in the birds, and then move into the border, which might be the longest, tedious part. Okay, I think this one goes here. Okay. Okay. So let's do these few pink ones. This screen can go in here. Oh, here we go. Pink. And pink. Okay. Now we have birds. Just a few. This is this one. So this bird's complete. Is it just, oh, there's these two. I feel like I'm missing some feathers. That's the back border. Okay, so there's 2 rows of the green. Okay, still missing some bird pieces. But now let's move into the green. Let's see, I'm trying to decide which is the best way to do this. Probably like just take a piece and go around the circle with the pink ones. I have some ones that have like a narrow, right there. Yay. Like if there's two little bits of gray, I know it's part of the lower ones. All right, I should probably do another question. Oh, here's another one. I'm very focused right now. Yep. Hey. Oh, can you even see? Let me zoom you out a little. You're just gonna see more of my mess, so don't mind that. But now you can see what I'm doing all the way around. Okay, let's see. If you and Dave had the option to settle into one place, where would it be? Somewhere you've been before or somewhere new? So, let's see. If, oh, there's one. I'm thinking like retirement way, because if we were to continue this lifestyle where Dave's job kind of can bring us a few different places with what he does, and the way I can explain it is like, it's like military but on the civilian side, so we still go to like a base. Dave gets like orders if we had to like move locations, but so there's always the possibility like we'll move somewhere else because of his job if we put in for it. I also know like we could even go international if the opportunity arose. So I'm thinking if we were like Dave was retired, you know, and we were not relying on his work. We have discussed a few options. Even right now, we are still actually considering going back home to Maine, which was not in our original idea book, you know, but the recent chain of events is like we're considering it. And so not for a couple years at least, but I don't think that would be our forever spot because one, winters in Maine are hard and they're expensive and it's a tough place to live. Like whenever I say, people are like, oh, where'd you grow up? Oh, I grew up in Maine. Oh, it's such a beautiful state. Yeah, for maybe a couple months out of the year. The rest of the year, when it's cold and it's snowy, it's a hard place to live. And it's an expensive place to live. So I don't think that would be our forever place. But I would love to have like a vacation home there, you know, maybe in our retirement years to go up and stay for a few months, maybe being snowbirds, you know, but I don't think that's our forever place. We have considered Virginia. We've visited there a couple times and it's a beautiful state. It has seasons. It's not so cold in the winter where it's still somewhat manageable, you know. There's also tons of like history stuff. So we've considered Virginia. We also really like the idea of van life, but we'd still want to have a home base. So we would probably have like a spot somewhere, like maybe a spot in Maine where we could go for the summer and then like travel for the rest of the time. That's a possibility. So those are our options. So I don't think it'd be like California. I think it'd be most likely somewhere East Coast would be our home base just because we'd be closer to family. Like even if we're in Virginia, it's so much easier to travel when you don't change time zones. You know, you're not losing a whole day flying east, because right now with like the time change, like by the time we get to Maine, it's like so late and you lose a whole day with your travel plan. So I'd love to be like East Coast. It would just be easier. So we've considered going East Coast recently and we are weighing our possibilities, but it's not going to be for a few years for sure. And things can always change. We always tell people like tune in daily. We might have a new plan next week because you never know. Right now, what is making us stay here though is that we did buy a house here, so we need to kind of make a financially sound decision, and we can't just like uproot and sell our house. So we're here for at least a few more years. I think that was this for the questions. I think I put a couple random topics that I can also talk about too. Which I might. We'll see. I feel like this one is somewhere, it's somewhere on like, oh wait, it's that one, okay. And this one, we're actually making decent progress faster than I was expecting with this border. But I'm still working on these pink pieces, which make it a little bit easier. Even some that don't have the two grays has like a little shadow within the pink. So it still makes it distinct of which side is what. This is what I've noticed. There you go. Oh, this is going pretty well. Like you just have to take like the sliver of something you can work with. That's what I've been doing. Like you find like any little bit that's different. Like this one has that right there. Like this one here, this is not connected, has like a tiny little bit of a flower. So I can work with it, you know? This one has, ooh, must be one of these guys. I think it's kind of fun though, because you're just like going in a circle, finding its spot, going in a circle, finding its spot. So I think I'm at the point where I don't have many possibilities. So I just have to go by the little bit of pink that's there. And it's possible that it goes on the border instead. Like there's a big bit of gray here. Where's that one? No idea. Like, that's a big chunk of gray with pink. Oh, it's here. Still in the box. Same with like this one. This one's a big chunk of pink. Let me do the ones in my hand and we'll go back to that one. Can't tell if this is a flower or, oh, there we go. All right, so now I'm gonna go to each one and try to find its spot. Maybe that's what I'll do instead of like picking up a piece. I'm gonna be like, where's this one, you know? So let's start here, because that's a distinct side, like pink. Ooh, here. And then this one is just like a 1. And pretty direct on. So I think that's my plan for this section. Oh wait, oh, looks like it's going to be inside somewhere. Oh, this one has a shadow. Yay, okay, let's go back here. It's like the tiniest little bit. Maybe I'll have to wait on that one. Okay, let me go to the random topics I wrote down. Ooh, yeah. This one. Yay! Oh my gosh, we only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this row. But I feel like a lot of them are hard to figure out. So there's a lot with only just like a tiny speck of gray, you know? I think this one's definitely one of them. I think. This one? Yeah. This one has like these flowers. And this one, oh, that's a tiny little bit. I don't know if I'm able to find that one. It's like just gray. Is it this? Yay! This one has, I think, one little bit of pink. No. Yeah. And then we have this, which is just a tiny sliver. And then we'll be done with this row. Is it this one? Key! All right, we're almost there, we're almost there. Now it's like figuring out where these flowers, which me and flowers, again, don't usually work very well, but I can pretty much just go around the edge and try to find where it goes, which might seem tedious, but that's my plan. No, it's close to that though. I think it's one of these ones. You can tell the angle that it's supposed to be at. This one? No, no. All right, maybe I need to choose a different piece. Oh, yay. And this one is a lot of, it'd be a lot of ends. So you can just like figure out where it's supposed to go. Might take a couple tries. No, it's all outs. No, no, no. This one? No. This one? No. Yay. And this one's like in. A lot of them are very similar though. I do think it's easier to doing it this way than like searching for the piece. Oh, it was at the very end. Next one. Do you. To another one that has a lot of outs. So I feel like I don't know about that one. We'll go back to that one. Oh, this one's like a single one. I might have to rethink my thoughts on not going like spot by spot because right now I'm not making much progress. Oh boy. This is like definitely one that has 2 outs. Nope. You? Nope. Nope. Hey. I feel like I'm like doing a dance every time I get one. I think it goes this way. Like that, no. Like that, no. Yay. How many pieces do you think I got left? Probably not too many. But I feel like this is going to be taking me some time. Is that right? I don't know. So sorry if this part of the video is somewhat boring, but that's how this puzzle is. It can be kind of relaxing though, and then it's very rewarding once you get the puzzle piece in. Here. Did I just pick up this piece? I think I did. Can I just say, I can't believe Spain is only like a couple weeks away. I mean, it wasn't a really scheduled trip for me, because you guys know I originally wasn't planning on going, and now that I am going, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so soon. I'm so excited. I think it's just going to be fun, hanging out with a bunch of ladies and puzzlers, and I'd love to do some things that are like not part of the event, you know, to actually like explore the area. And I think it's just going to be so much fun. Definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm so excited to go. You guys know I got a sponsor for my plane ticket, and it's just like so cool, and it's going to be just an incredible experience, you know? I, of course, would love if we were able to get Dave to come, but he can't, unfortunately, due to one, he has his work and he doesn't have all the time. He can't take more time off because we just got back. But yeah, so excited. I actually got an app, maybe if you're interested in this type of thing too, but if you are interested in learning a new language, they have the option where you can use your library card for certain apps to use it. So the one I'm using, it's called Mango, and shout out to the person who gave me the insight, because I had no idea something like this existed, but you pretty much can use the app just because you're a library card member, and it's so cool. So it's free for me to use it, and I've done a few of the lessons already. I'm trying to get up to the point where I can ask questions like, where's the bathroom? and what I want to eat and certain things, you know, just have a couple phrases in mind. I do know like hello, goodbye, thank you, you know, but I would like to at least make it seem like I tried, you know. I don't want to be one of those Americans that goes to a foreign country and you're like yelling louder because they can't understand you. At least like going to be like, I attempted, but I still don't know. Of course, I can also use like Google Translate and such, but I'm so excited. So anyways, I think there's a few other ones that also go through your library. I just picked this one because it's the first one someone mentioned to me, but I do know there are other options. I feel like I keep going at the wrong angle. There we go. There we go. Part of me wished I had learned Spanish when I was in school, but at the time, my school didn't offer it. We lived in Maine, and so it was much more popular to learn French because you're right next to Quebec. guessing only like 5 more minutes and I'll be done. I really don't have too much on my plate today besides maybe editing this and getting it out. We'll see if I get to it the same day. That'd be really great because I feel like I'm somewhat behind on videos and I do feel like I need to have like a lot of coming up. I'm gonna apologize now because I feel like they'll make me back-to-back sponsored videos, but that's just the way the schedule happened. And then it won't be as much in September. But it's just because I am traveling and all the such, so I need to get things out. But luckily the people that I have sponsors with are ones I already use. And I'm excited about it. Of course, I would never do a sponsor from someone who I wasn't in love with. So, but it's exciting that I was already using the products and then I reached out to them and it just happens to work, you know? So, it's really cool. To actually be making at least a smidge of money on this. At least enough to like support the channel and maybe do a couple fun projects that I want to do and like have the channel fund it, you know, that's really exciting. Oh, one and last piece and done. All right, that was not 5 minutes. That was like maybe 1. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. I'll give you a close up so you guys can see, but it is a stunning little puzzle. And the fit of these puzzles are redonkulous. Like, it's so nice. So that's really fun. I'm going to put all the information about winning this guy in the description box. Make sure to comment and subscribe. So I think for the code word, we're going to do summer. So make sure to have the word summer in your comment down below. Make sure to subscribe so you can enter for the Huia and Chrysanthemum puzzle, which also looks stunning. So anyways, thank you so much for being here and watching. If you're at the very end, holy smokes, you are awesome. Hope you had fun puzzling with me, and I would love to do these more often. It does take a bit for my computer to handle, so it always has to be a smaller piece count, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll link this puzzle down below if you're interested, and that's for me. I hope you have a good day. Bye guys.